Hello and welcome to one of my dear systems training videos, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you can learn something. Today we're going to look at a new training video, and let's just have a look. So dear system training block, let's have a look. How to set up product feeds between Shopify and WooCommerce and how to synchronize them. So I think the first thing we're going to do, let's go through this list. So if we're going to go into Deer, we want to go and look at settings and see what that current setting is in terms of, do we get the category and the brand from WooCommerce or do we get it from Deer? Now, the whole purpose of this video is to show you how WooCommerce and Deer talks to each other. Now, it can be Deer and Shopify, Deer and WooCommerce, Deer and BigCommerce, Deer and business to business portal, or even Deer to point of sale. So a bunch of different platforms that can be used. And I often get the question, how do I synchronize it? How do I send through quantities, price, and descriptions? And the thing that most new players fall over, or that trips them up, is the fact that they don't understand how to update the description. Now, you can ultimately add the products in WooCommerce and then download it and then just use that description. But typically, if Deer, and this is the suggestion as well, if Deer is your main inventory system, you want to send products from Deer into these platforms. And if you want to make a SKU change, or if you want to make a description change, you want to do it in one place, and that would be and should be Deer. So let's have a look at that. But first, let's look at the setting. So if we go into Deer itself, I'll just quickly go to settings, and no, it's actually on the integration. And so integrations, and we can see all the integrations, and then if we click on WooCommerce, it will open up WooCommerce. Now, if you click on the overview, it will list all of your stores down here. You can see this is a test website, but anyway, all of the transactions will be listed here. And if you then click on the horizontal line, that will typically be here, and with all of the different WooCommerce websites. In this case, if you have more than one, most clients only have one, but anyway, so there we can see the setup as well as the catalog and bulk orders and pending orders. But let's just have a look at setup, and you can see I'm linking into one of my websites, and these are just things that you need to do, the price list that you reference and so forth. What I want to focus on is this: do we want to update the stock levels in WooCommerce, yes or no? Do we list the product as a draft item when we send it through originally, or do we send it through as a final product? And who is the data source that controls the categories and brands? So you can see that should actually read, you can control if you want Deer to push the category and brand to WooCommerce, or do you want the Deer products and category brands information pulled from WooCommerce? So just read it. One of the words there should not say and, but rather or. So switch that off. Yeah, so there's a few settings in here, but ultimately, the one that I'm interested currently is this: update stock levels. So I'm going to say yes, update my stock levels. You can switch it off. And then the other one is, do we want to send the category and the brand from Deer up, or do we want to bring it down? Now, once that setting is done, let's have a look. So yes, we need to remember about the setting to change quantity globally or individually. So what that means is, even though you can say update stock levels in WooCommerce, this setting over here, You can also go to your individual items, and so I've got a bunch of items in here, but I'm just going to focus on one right now, and it's called the BMW radiator. And you can click on that and you can say no, sync or don't sync. So keep that in mind as well. And you can also update this item from here into WooCommerce by clicking on it and saying update. This will update, the product name, the SKU, and the description. The other thing you can do within the catalog interface here is you can say update my quantities in WooCommerce. So you can also do that. And even though I only got a filter on for 2 items, you will see it will go through, all my items basically. All the items that have changed in the last hour or 2 or 3, or since I've sold a few things. It might not be that anything's got to go through now, but anyway, yeah, you can see nothing has been updated. Everything has been skipped. It's just because there was no changes specifically with regards to the quantity. So, and none with regards to pricing either. So just to quickly show you, this is the item in my WooCommerce website. You can see BMW cylinder, here's the price. It doesn't say out of stock or nothing like that. It is part of the radiator category, and then we've got a description and so forth. So I'm going to make a quick change on that. Now let's go into the back end of WooCommerce. If you're familiar with it, you'll just go and click on products. It will list you all your products, and in fact, let me just show you. I'll go in there. It lists me all my products that was sent from WooCommerce, from Deer into WooCommerce. So let's just search BMW. All right, I've got those items, and I'm going to go into this item. And I just want to show you, normally, you don't have to change anything in here. So it's currently saying in stock, enable stock management is not on. And the reason for that, let's just have a look. If I go back to WooCommerce, I'm going to go back in here. You'll see stock levels is off. So this item specifically says, yes, just list it on the website, sell it. I don't care if I've got stock or not. If there's an order coming through, I want that order and I will fulfill it. And you as the owner will obviously do the procurement and issue a purchase order and get the item, and then ultimately sell it to the client, even though you might not have it in stock at the moment. So that's why when that is off and you update it, this in WooCommerce will say no, it's all good. It's we don't manage the stock, we don't manage the stock quantity, and the status is it's in stock. However, if we go and say, yep, I do want to update that, and I say update WooCommerce, and what I'll do is I'll just go out of here. Right, so if I search BMW and I go in there, you will now see that inventory status now changed, and it is saying, yep, it is indeed managing the stock. The stock management is enabled. It's got 100 quantity in stock, and that's exactly the same as we have in Dia. So we can see 100 there, and even if we go back to the product itself, so I'll just go to the product here. So yeah, even if I go into this product over here, if I look at stock, I will see I've got 100 in stock, and I've just made a quick adjustment on this. So normally it will be a purchase order and you'll receive the stock, but if we go to channels, we will then also see 100 stock in WooCommerce and 100 quantity in Dia. Luckily that updated just in time. I thought it's not going to update, but luckily it did. So anyway, so I want to show you to use this button if I want to immediately update quantity, pricing, descriptions and things like that, I can use this button. But I can also go into WooCommerce, the WooCommerce integration interface, click on catalog, click here and say update that. So let's do this just to make sure it works well. We'll go into this product. We'll maybe change the SKU to 101. We'll say 4 cylinders with an S. In fact, we'll just make a 2 stars there, and let's make 2 stars there. And let's just say at the bottom here, make changes 4, 5, 6, and let's make 2 stars in there as well. We'll make a change to the category as well. We'll say it is accessories, and you know what, let's just say save. Right, now because price didn't change and quantity didn't change, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to go into channel and I'm just going to say update there. You can see it's still listed on the sales channel as 4 cylinder, not cylinders. And so let's just say, let me just double check that description. Yep, cylinders. And what I'll do here is I'll say save and I will update. Right, now we'll get a notification. So you can see there's currently 3 notifications, and within a few seconds it's going to say 4. So there we go. It says 4 notifications. Let's click on it. It says, yep, the product has now been updated to WooCommerce. And let's go and have a look at WooCommerce itself. So if I go into the back end, and let me just go out and back in again. Right, so let's go in there. You can immediately see the description has been updated, the SKU has been updated, and let's go into that. We can even see that the category is, okay, so we can see the SKU is updated, the quantity is correct. We can see that the product category is accessories. We can also see our main description have been updated. So 4 things have been updated. So let's have a look. You never have to change too much in WooCommerce. So going through the back end, you don't really have to change too much in here. The only time you really want to change things in here is when your web developer want to make pretty it up and add all kinds of plugins and pictures and things like that they can do that. It's not a problem, but most of the time you'll just want to send through your straightforward description into WooCommerce. So keep that in mind. Your description can be pulled from WooCommerce and update there. So if we, for example, if the web designer add various things here, so we also add that in WooCommerce. Well, let's do that, for example. And I'll show you how that can actually also then be pulled down to there. But we'll change that there. And right. Okay, so so we've added that, and I'll show you in there how you can pull that down. But we've ultimately changed the SKU. We've changed the description here. We've changed the category. We've changed the product name at the top here. If we change the quantity, that will also come through. I've shown you how to do that. And the price, so again, the price is dependent on this setting over here. So you can see we've got a retail price and a wholesale price. And if I go into my specific product and I'll go to pricing, I can say, let's have a look. So I've got website and retail. So I'll say retail is $295, but I'm going to change the website price to $280. So currently it's listed as $295. This should work if I save it and synchronize it. So I don't have to update it right now because it should automatically trigger every few minutes. But let's have a look. Okay, I've waited about 5 minutes. I'll try to see if it automatically updates. So the only thing that we changed was we gave it a new price. So typically when it will update is when there's a synchronization between the two, maybe an order coming down, or if you change the stock quantity. So let me go and change the stock quantity. I've refreshed this screen and we can see it now. It says 100 in stock. So I'm going to go and say change it to 101 and see if it automatically updates. Okay, so this is a new stock adjustment. We go to inventory, stock adjustment. I filled it in and I'm just going to say, yeah, we've got 101 and not just 100, and I'll say complete. Right, let's see how long that takes. Well, that was quick. I mean, literally a few seconds, and it went up, and it updated this price, and it says, 101 in stock. So I suspect the reason my special price is not showing here is because, let me just have a look. If I go into here, probably haven't set it up correctly. Something is amiss. So I'll just have a go and maybe have a look. Something is not quite pulling through into my sales list, but I know with some of my other clients, typically if we specify in WooCommerce in there that the retail price is a certain price list, and the sales price list is another price list, then it will automatically update both of them. So in fact, let's just have a look. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to catalog. I'm going to say update quantities in WooCommerce. Let's update that. Okay, so my price is still not updated, so I'll just have to go and double check what the issue is. In fact, I think it's probably only updating one of the price lists, or I know it will download the correct price, so let me make that $200. And what I'm going to show you is we said added this in WooCommerce, so I'm going to show made price $200. Let's do that, and let's just say update. And now what I'm going to do in there is I'm going to say, go and get the products. So I'll say, yep, load the products from WooCommerce. All the products from WooCommerce will be loaded into there. If there's a matching product on the SKU, this product will be updated with the information from WooCommerce. This operation may take a long time. Please leave this dialog open while running the process. I'll just say load from WooCommerce, and it might take a few minutes. So I'm going to pause it for a few seconds and I'll start it after it's done. Well, that wasn't even far. I mean, that didn't take long. That was less than a minute. And we can see, all right, that's what happened. It said 548 products, 23 families downloaded. That's how much it processed. And you can see it's now going to run through all of the products. Currently there is 104 products. Okay, they've got errors. That's totally understandable. It's a test database. It's got a whole bunch of garbage in it. So garbage in, garbage out, as they say. But we'll wait for it a little bit longer. And what I want to show you ultimately is how we, how we can ultimately bring things like that and the price list and those kind of things down from WooCommerce. Okay, so I downloaded, took about 6 minutes, and you can see I've got a few errors, and we can, if you need help on these kind of errors, I'm an expert, I can fix them all. So give me a call. But so let's go and have a look. I'm going to close that up. I'm going to go into products. Now the description doesn't automatically update. It will initially send it through to the website if you create it the first time. But what I want to do is I want to show you under additional descriptions. All of your additional descriptions will be there, and you can see it now got the description in here. And we can now go and say copy this to the main description, overwrite the main description basically. And if I go to general, and down there you can see it's now been added. So that's been done. Let's have a look at pricing. I think, all right, normally that would be over written. Not sure why that is not the case currently. Anyway, we'll give the pricing one more go. I see, I did specify website in here. In fact, let's just make it also. I'm not sure why that is giving an error or an issue. And so let's go into this product and we'll change this to, I don't know, $240. And let's just say save. Right, I'm going to go and say channel. I'm going to say update that. And within a few seconds, it should have updated the price. So it might be because we've got it open. But anyway, let's refresh it here. Oh, there we go. All right, so the one price $240, other one is $295. I'm not sure. It was probably just some kind of glitch somewhere. But if we go back in here, let's change this price to, so let's change that to $250. It might be because I've got multiple profiles, and something got confused somewhere. So I'll make that $250. Say save. Let's see how long that takes to upload. If I update this, don't think it's updated yet. Okay, still not updated. All right, let's go back to the product and there. I don't know, did I say save? I probably did. Normally don't forget to do that. Yes, I did. Let me say update. Just double check before I update. Okay, yeah, still definitely $240. And so what I'm going to do is go into the product. It's taking a bit long. There we go. And I'm going to go channels, and I'm going to go, yeah, just update it. Because we've changed the price to $250. Now we want to update it. So, and just now, I'm pretty sure when you're going to, when you sell the next item, it's going to immediately anyway synchronize back up. So maybe let's do that. I'll sell this item to a normal customer, and let's see what it does. So sale, I'm just going to do a normal sale. All right, so basically I'm just going to go in here. I said select this guy, just say sell one of them, and you know what, I'll just go authorize, and authorize pick, pack, ship, invoice. All right, so let's just say pick, it's an auto pick, authorize that, let's pack it, copy, authorize that, let's ship it. Where's the error? Right, and I'm still not sure where the error is, but anyway, we'll just invoice this. Today's date, and that's it, and we'll just say authorize. Now, what we should have is only 100 of those items left, so if we go in there, we will see available 100. So if I hover over that, I can see there's only 100 left, and if I go to my website immediately and I refresh this, let's have a look. Right, so that refreshed, the stock refreshed, but the price did not yet refresh. So let me go to the item itself, and I'm going to say, let me refresh this item. It's going to say 100. I just haven't refreshed that yet. Right, so I came back into the item and we can see I've got 100 left. And yes, the stock updated, but what I want to do is I want to make sure that the price update. So because we are got it for 250. So let's go to channels and let's just say update. Yeah, and it will give us a little notification. So I think that's it. Let's go back in there and refresh it. And there we go. So we can see the price is now 250. So keep that in mind. There's a difference when you update all of that. And I've shown you how to update the pricing, how to update the quantity. Again, if we don't want to show stock at all, what we can do is we can go back to the product, or rather, yeah, go back to the product and then to WooCommerce, go catalog, select on the item and say, don't synchronize stock levels, for example. And then we can say update stock levels now. And if I'm going to refresh this in a few seconds, it will not show this anymore. So let me refresh that. There we go. So now it's just saying, yeah, we've got enough stock, let's just sell it. Right, I hope that makes sense. Let's just see if we covered everything. So Deer's product description and SKU can be changed, but needs to be manually synced via to WooCommerce via the item self. So I've shown you via the item self is through, if you're in the item, you click on that update button, or via the integration interface, which is this button over here. So you search the item, click on it, and you can also update it in there. The other thing I said is quantity and price changes happens automatically. I'll probably have to just keep that as quantity. Price basically is the same as SKU and description. And yeah, push. Okay, and then obviously you can also push it through with, again, I should probably take the price out of that description, but you can push it through this button as well. Update quantities in WooCommerce, and you can synchronize all of your quantities back into from there into WooCommerce. Right, I hope it makes sense. I will put this video up on this very same page, and if you got any issues, any questions in there, anything with regards to implementation, zero integration, anything like that, don't hesitate to call Software for Business. Click on the link, phone me. I want to help you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.